It's 9:30.
2, 3.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for. I push myself every single day to make videos beyond anything else. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another awesome episode of Tommy Talks. I am your host, Tommy NC 2010, live from Western North Carolina. Tommy Talks. I have my host, none other than the Sega Camp Gamer, and
Hey,
also none other than Mr. Stir Me a Stiff One. Play some hockey and
You Hollywood. 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 You
oh
Hollywood.
my gosh, I just had a U Hollywood orgasm.
Hey, how come you didn't chant, Sega Camp?
Oh, I'm sorry.
All together
But,
now. You Hollywood.
You Hollywood.
You
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
You Hollywood.
You
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
You
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood. There we go.
Nice.
Yes, and pouring myself a little stiff one, and this is not stiff. This is just soda.
Cheerwine.
Cheerwine.
What flavor
Yes,
is
I'm
cheerwine?
cheering with my wine. As you know, I went to go see Star Wars last night.
Tommy, what
And,
flavor is cheerwine?
It's cherry flavored, I'm guessing. And,
Berry
you know-
flavor?
Huh?
Berry flavor?
Cherry flavor.
Oh, yummy.
But you know, I went to go. Let me think of here. Before we go to start the whole part of the show, what's new with you, Sam?
What's new with me? Well, I just got a new game, NHL 16. It's a hockey game, and I've been live streaming it, and very much enjoying it. I got a player called Rough Rasmus. He's a rough and tumble hockey player. Gets in fights. You know, he's an enforcer, so he's get up there and he'll sock you one. And actually, I played with Jetwash and Bait and Sketch last night. We played all on the same team. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Also, shout out to all my fans out there. Shout out to the patrons. And I just want
What's
to let
new
you know,
with you, Sega Camp?
For me, well, all I got was just a new game controller for Christmas, and I tried out my, so far, only my TurboGrafx emulator with this thing. And for everybody else, though, who's been subbed to my channel and says, well, that's the same as the F310 you got at the beginning of the year, so you can't, well, it kind of is. But this one now is completely wireless, which is a little better because the last one I had lasted me 7 months, and I think there was just something with the cord, between the cord and the USB plug, so I'm kind of glad now I got just a wireless one now. So
Yeah, the cord probably
that's
got
exciting.
all frayed or something, right?
Yeah, something with the cord. The cord now must have got, I think it was just a very sensitive cord, and if you bent it enough, though, it won't work anymore. It's kind of sad. It had to go, but at least now I got this one thing now that's actually completely wireless.
Does this mean there's going to be more live streams?
Definitely with this controller. I was still live streaming back into between after the controller got ditched, but it felt a little awkward using a keyboard. Just, you know, doing all this in front of a keyboard, it just seemed just a little weird at times.
Now I have a question for you all. Have any of you guys seen the new Star Wars movie, Episode 7, The Force Awakens?
I have not seen it.
Apparently I haven't, Tommy, but I was thinking about going to see it tomorrow night.
Well, here's
So,
the thing. I said this is gonna be a spoiler. I'm not gonna be too
spoiler!
spoilish
You tell the spoilers, Ron.
because here's the thing. I feel like I should hint around and say certain things. Hint, hint. This is who. This is something that's going to happen. This person is somebody, and they're going to get this person, and they're searching for this person.
Didn't you just spoil the whole movie right there?
No, I didn't spoil the movie.
No,
I didn't say whose names. I just said.
no, not by a long shot. You did not yet, did you, Tommy?
No, I haven't
Tommy.
spoiled anything.
Well, so you saw the movie. What day did you see it on?
I saw it last night. It was
Whoa.
me and Hamza went to go see it, and story behind that. So I came into town. I dropped my stuff off at his house, and I was just chilling in town. I told Hamza, I said, "Yeah, Hamza, I'm gonna walk down the road and just take a walk, hang out with some friends." And he was doing his order at the grocery store, and so what happened was I went down there, and basically when you're the head of a department, you have to monitor, you have to do every single order of every bit of food, frozen food that's in your department. So he did that, and they gave him a new gun to do his order. Hamza goes to put it down in the machine, and the thing completely wonks out, and it's like. So he calls me up and says, "Oh, by the way, Tommy, I'm not on my way. I have to redo my order." So Hamza redoes his order, and then he picks me up, and we go to his house, and then we go out to Asheville. We get to the theater. Hamza's already bought my tickets. Thank you so much, Hamza, for buying my tickets and getting my popcorn. That was really kind of you.
Hamza's
Shout out to
buddy.
Hamza. Shout out to Hamza. Hamza the homie.
Yeah, the guy who helps me with Mailbox Monday. Yeah, Hamza. He adds he makes. I believe he adds an extra spice to Mailbox Monday because I believe if you check any other Mailbox Monday or Mailbag Monday or something, there is no song for that. And I believe Mailbox Monday is a little bit special than any other mailbag. And
so wait a sec. What does this have to do with Star Wars?
Well, I'm just talking about Hamza in general and just him being awesome.
I got some exciting news, Tommy.
Because people want to know, man,
Episode
about
8
Star Wars.
Is getting filmed right now at the minute.
Well, apparently, I've been hearing rumors that they're shooting the next Star Wars movie right now. They've already started production on it, and that with the money they've made, they have plenty of enough money to make sequels, sequel after sequel after sequel.
And even as well, Tommy, Harrison Ford, who used to be Han Solo, who also is Indiana Jones, I did hear that he might also do that. They're planning Indiana Jones 5 before Harrison Ford turns to the age of 80. That's got me excited. I remember back when Kingdom of the Skulls came out, people said that movie was bad. I actually liked the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, believe it or not, people.
So,
I'm one of the first few that actually still likes the movie today.
People want to know, man, the cake. I'm just looking at your Instagram right now. You got a cake that says Positivity Cake, keeping you on the inside fat.
It was an accident, okay? It was the lady misspelled it, and everybody criticizes me for that. Everybody jumps.
Everybody, come on!
Hang on, I'm just looking now. It says this is my good deed for today. I'm gonna give this to a random person. Did you give it to someone?
Well, actually, I went to Goodwill and I gave it to the Goodwill workers, and because at Goodwill that people are always giving them stuff, so I said, why don't I reward them for being such good workers? And basically,
Nice.
Goodwill is a place.
You gave them a good cake that called them fat.
No, I didn't realize that's what it said, and it was an accident. But it's supposed to say fact, but I feel like the lady wasn't putting her effort into spelling it right. I believe that she cheap shotted it, and she was just
Tommy, not everyone's perfect. Maybe she can't write very well.
Well, and then she put. Here's the thing. I looked at it. And she put F-E-D. No, F-E-T. That
Oh, it
spells
says
fat.
F. It says F-A-T.
Yeah. Well.
3 exclamation points. You should have got her to redo it. Just she could have just scraped the icing off, put a little bit more icing on, and just wrote it again.
Well, the thing was the person that was giving me a ride to take the cake over there, so I just took the cake over there anyway. And hopefully, if I go back in there again, they don't be like, "What were you trying to say with that saying fat on that cake?" And I'm like, "Nothing. It was just a misspell. I was trying to say fat." I apologize.
So the cake crusader got the cake, but it didn't say the right thing. Man, you put all this effort into this great deed, and the lady messed up.
Yeah.
She ruined it for you. What did the Goodwill workers think?
They loved it. They were like, I'm like, "Here's a cake for you," and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here's a cake. This is for you, since you guys such hard work, here at Goodwill."
Is it vanilla inside or was it chocolate inside?
It was chocolate. I asked the lady, I was like, "Is this chocolate inside?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's chocolate." And I'm like, "Okay."
My favorite.
Excuse me.
Bless you, Tommy.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the Bait and Sketch Show. Go check them out. I think they do it Wednesdays or Saturdays or
Wednesday.
whenever Judd wants to do a show. It's Chris and Judd, and they run the Bait and Sketch Show. I appear on there all the time. They're very nice guys. We get to come on. We
too, guys. So the Sega Camp Gamer is on that show too.
Yes, the Sega Camp Gamers too, and also this random character called the Love Guru, which apparently Sam he gave you some advice, and then
he made my dating profile. And it's a complete failure. I think the Love Guru's a gimmick. He's just trying to scam me for money. Because no ladies liked it. No women or men responded positively to my profile.
Yeah, that is weird. I just find that weird.
Yeah, no, the Guru's a hack. He's a fake. He's a fraud. He's a hack.
I've courted many women.
Yeah, he told me that I should say I've courted many women. Very kinky, Pamela Anderson. That would rack him in. Ladies would be impressed by that. No. Don't do that.
What else? Please.
What else?
Read out your dating profile. I would love to hear what he described. He got.
I gotta bring it up. I don't have it memorized by heart, but let's see. It's on OkCupid. Okay, my self summary. So this is I asked the Love Guru for the input, right? I said, "Love Guru, what should I put for my self summary?" And this is what he says: "I have courted many women, and many a woman. Some of them are very kinky. That Pamela Anderson. Oh my goodness. What I'm doing with my life. Can't discuss with clients. Oftenly, people are not discreet with what they want me to do. Okay. Favorite movies and books, Bait and Sketch Show. That was actually Bait and Sketch Show told me to do that because we were doing this partly for the show. 6 things I could never do without. This is the Love Guru's input. Heart, soul, unmentionables, and that's it. 3 things. I spend a lot of time thinking about this. Is straight off the Love Guru. Trending subjects: Ricky off of Trailer Park Boys, pirate females, and eating cocks of pepperoni. And it says, you should message me if you like the finer things in life, enjoying liquors and certain subsidies that are very, very enjoyable. So, the Love Guru has no idea. He's not a Love Guru. He's a incompetent when it comes to love.
Incompetent twit.
Yeah, but speaking of love, how's your love life going, Tommy?
Nothing's going on in my love life. I've just been single, and I wait for that lucky lady to fall into my lap one day and be like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" And I'm like, "Hi, how are you? I'm Tommy."
Tommy, love doesn't work like that. Women don't just fall into your lap. You have to be proactive about it.
Oh, excuse me.
You can't be doing that.
Yes, that's gotta go, Tommy. Women won't fall for that.
It's always interesting. Now, this is going to be kind of weird
because for the door.
anything
Chris
anything could
Perillo
happen.
just said that he rates this 1 out of 10 because you're not talking about Darth Vader enough.
Well, okay, we're gonna get to Star Wars soon. It's a talk show, folks, so please take your panties out of your butthole.
Whoa, I wouldn't say that to Chris Perillo. Chris
What?
Perillo, yeah, he just rated it 1 out of 10. Chris Perillo, we're gonna try and work on to get a better rating here.
Are you serious? Chris Perillo is...
Make some Star Wars.
Whoa, okay. I didn't know it was Chris. I apologize if that's Chris Perillo.
Yeah,
my
don't get your
bad.
panties in a knot,
Chris
Chris.
Perillo's here, Sam.
I thought so.
I'm
It said,
on the chat on
1
YouTube.
out of 10,
I don't
Chris
see him
Perillo.
here.
Maybe he's trying to trick us. But, Tommy, what's your ideal woman? That's a good question.
What's my ideal woman? I would say a girl that likes movies. It's somebody that likes wrestling. Also, it's into wrestling. And somebody I can just chill with and talk and have conversation. And somebody doesn't... Okay, this is an odd dating profile thing, if I ever made a dating profile. Somebody doesn't care about farting.
Okay.
Joey,
I know Chris Perillo would look at me and be like, "Oh yeah, Sega Cat Gamer is my favorite YouTuber."
Oh jeez.
I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall right here.
Would you double check? Would you do me a favor? Would you double check the chat and see if that's actually Chris Perillo? I trust you, Sam, but I just said can't. But
it's just actually Joey just trying to say about quotes about as Chris Perillo for some reason.
Oh, Sam, why are you trying to do that to me? Why? Why would you want to pull a bag over my head like that? Sam? Okay. Sam left us. And, yeah, it would be funny for my dating profile. You know,
yeah,
it's
he's
like...
just about... Yeah, just Joey tried saying him, just about Joey said though about hey just said hey, it's about Sega Cat, my favorite YouTuber that has Chris Perillo at the end, and I know Chris Perillo doesn't really know me. I know he knows you, Tommy, but I'm just sure I can see him just watching me and be like, who's this person anyway?
But okay, I guess I'll get into Star Wars and just say it was an amazing movie. It was a lot better than the prequels. You know, episode
the prequels
1.
were not that great. I have to agree with you.
Well, here's the thing.
4, 5, and 6 will always remain the best.
Revenge of the Sith. Everybody goes back and forth on Revenge of the Sith, but the lightsaber battles were epic.
Now, correct me, I'm here for a minute though. What was 1, 2, and 3? 1 was the Phantom Menace, and was Revenge of the Sith the second or the third?
I'm guessing it was because I always get confused. I really get confused about...
Because I'm a little confused about what it is about episodes 2 and 3. I'm going to look that up actually very quickly.
Yes, and...
okay,
so get to the ideal... in this movie, particularly, there's a map. And they're looking for somebody. And at the same time, the enemy is looking for this map too. Now, the mystery is where is this person? Who is this person? And why are they looking for him? A droid wanders around the desert looking to find its way home. A random girl is...
Hey, Tommy.
Yes?
Actually, Revenge of the Sith was the second one. The second one was Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones?
Attack of the Clones.
Now, why... why don't they include it? Because, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people are talking, and they don't put in Attack of the Clones. Like, what actor? Was it the same actors that played in, Revenge of the Sith?
Wait, say that again?
Was it the same actors that played in Revenge of the Sith?
Yes and no. Like, I know Ewan McGregor was Obi-Wan the prequels, and then but by the time we get to episodes 4, 5, and 6, the actor who played Obi-Wan, where they wanted to make Obi-Wan be aged, and they have him and back when they did the 4, 5, and 6 in the 70s, they got an actor by the name of Alec Guinness, and he would be Obi-Wan, the younger Obi-Wan in episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, you mean George Lucas took a gigantic dump on the series and put a bunch of turds in the movie, and all those hard workers that put the animation and puppeteering into his
screen. He just blue screened the heck out of the prequels. That is just not the way to go.
Yes, and he puts these tiny little
movies
weasels.
Are okay as long as you don't go CG the crap out of it. Once you do that, people are gonna catch on and be like, "Oh my god, this is terrible."
Say again. Here's the thing: when you have such a good product and people love this product, you don't say, "Well, it's the money. It's the money." You keep that original product the way it is, because you have a lot of fans out there that would be ticked off, and the fans are ticked off at Lucas. I've heard Lucas has gotten death threats because he changed a whole bunch of stuff in the movies. I hear this. Han shot first. Guido didn't shoot. Shoot.
Sorry.
Just to be random here, this is how random my show is. I want to give a shout out to the Juggalo vlogs, and I want to give a shout out to Vlogging Life. I want to give a shout out to Jet Wash. Also, give a shout out to all the Canadian vloggers that are out there. I hope you guys are having a great time. I have sent some gifts out to people, random gifts to people, so I hope you expect to get those soon. Hopefully by New Year's you get it, maybe a little earlier. So, do you want me to keep going about the hints about Star Wars? The Awakening?
Yes.
An awakening in the Force. There is an awakening in the Force.
Luke, join the dark side. It is within you. I am your father.
Okay, I'm going to say this. In a certain part of the movie...
It's not true! It's not true!
Oh my gosh. Just to say, in a certain part of the movie, a legend shows up and finds this particular ship, and a hectic situation happens, and all this crazy stuff is happening, and then another certain person shows up, and this happens, and then this happens, and it's one crazy, insane, just on the edge of your seat, which you don't know what is gonna happen. And one of the biggest spoilers of the film, a certain legend. All I'm going to say is a certain legend. R.I.P. That's all I'm going to say. And because I'm not going to say who it is, because you just have to watch the movie and just guess it after you watch this broadcast. And here's the thing. If you see this broadcast and you say it says spoilers, that means don't watch the broadcast, because I don't want you to be hateful towards me, because I spoiled it for you, and I'm not trying to spoil it. I'm just saying that if, you should go see Star Wars at some point. Or just wait until it comes out on DVD. But the thing is, there's so many options that tempt you, Am I right, Sega Camp?
Yes, you are. Indeed.
Is Sam still gone?
Yeah, Sam is still away right now at the minute.
Jeez.
He just muted his mic and went away off camera, but he still is here in the hangout.
Jeez. Yeah. But
Waffle boarded or what?
Well, while I do this,
I did
I'll do
Shane.
I'll do one question. I'll do one impression, and if you guys want to type your question or your impression, and please let me just, if you're gonna ask me to do my impression, make sure I know it, or because people ask me to do these impressions that I don't even know how to do, and I'm like, can you at least ask me an impression I know how to do? And you can ask me one question, one impersonation. I won't ask any mean questions. Say Camp will be reading the comments, so ask away. Ask for your impressions or your questions. The circuits are open. But I just want to say everything about the Star Wars movie is what everybody's been saying about it. It is epic. It's proportional. It blows you off of your seat, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's happening. He's still alive? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? This? That? And you're just like, ah! And then the end of the movie, you're just like, say something. And that's just like, bum, 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 and you're just like, okay, there's a sequel. It really, I really think Disney did a good job. J.J. Abrams,
Okay,
Mr.
Tommy, this is gonna be a bit. This is a bit of. I know you're not into video games, about like me, but the only question that is showing up right now is: do you either like Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic the Hedgehog?
I think that question's for you, say Camp.
Okay, for me, the answer's simple, guys. This guy right here, Sonic the Hedgehog, all the way. Back up. That was how the franchise started. That's how Sonic is today.
And if
I've been
anybody's
hearing though I hear it now though that they better make, now that we're up to Sonic's 25th anniversary for 2016, Sega, don't screw this up. Like ever since Sonic Generations came out, Tommy, for Sonic's 20th anniversary, the series has been kind of
I'm
going
back.
downhill.
Oh,
As
Hello,
man.
Sam.
there was a really great
Tommy,
Sonic
so
game coming out.
are you on the topic of Star Wars yet?
Yes, we've been talking about Star Wars, and Sam was, somebody asked Sega Camp a question about Sonic. Who's his favorite Sonic character?
How's Captain Kirk look in the new Star Wars?
Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk is not even a part of Star Wars. Now that's just being.
No. He is. He's the leader.
That's Star Trek. Captain
That's
Kirk
Star
is
Trek. Quit.
Star Trek.
I thought it was. Isn't that the same thing?
No,
It's
Star.
not.
Oh,
I'm afraid
you want
not.
to tick some people off? You go somewhere else and do that, because I'm not in the mood to tick people off, because.
Well, you wouldn't be ticking anyone off.
Okay, for instance, I'll tell you
Apparently,
something.
you know what's.
Okay, for instance, I watched this YouTuber, Pickle Boy, kid behind a camera. He wore a shirt. It had a picture of the Star Wars logo, the Luke and Leia, Darth Vader, and it says Star Trek. It says that on his.
That is really offending right there.
Yeah, and
Tommy,
he's. What?
Can you do an impression of Kylo Ren?
Okay.
No one can understand me at all. I will avenge you. I will do what you try to do. And I know what I understand.
Here's one
Nice.
spoiler. In the movie, it's really funny.
That was a good Darth Vader impression.
No, that was Kylo Ren, but here's one little tiny spoiler. In the movie, they're coming after this pilot, and Kylo Ren walks up to the pilot, and he says, "Rah-rah-rah-rah-rah." And and the pilot says, I can't understand you with that thing on your face.
Tommy, we got a question. We got an impression request.
What's that?
It says, Tommy, do an impression of Juggalo Vlogs drinking eggnog out of an old English bottle and then shitting his pants.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. Like, I don't want to.
I'll do another of a Star Wars impression for you guys, though. Just Chewie. Or no, hang on.
Only if Juggalo Vlog says I can do it. I don't want to insult him and, you know.
Can I do a Star Wars impression?
Sure.
Go right ahead, Sam.
It's my favorite line from Star Wars. Beam me up, Scotty.
That's not even a Star Wars impression.
Dude, stop doing Star Trek. This is Star Wars.
Wait a sec. That's not Star Wars?
Sam,
Star
no,
Trek.
no. We're not gonna have that crap on the show tonight. You're not gonna troll. So leave your troll
I'm
aside.
not. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't really know the difference between the two.
Oh, please don't tell me you're not that dumb, Sam.
Hey, dude. Just because I'm ignorant doesn't mean I'm dumb.
I didn't say. I said you're Sam. I said you're not that dumb. You're smarter than that. You
Star Trek
talk to me.
originated in the late 60s.
You talk to me very
It was a
perfectly,
TV
but when
show.
we're on broadcast, apparently you just want to.
No. Well, apparently Juggalo Vlog says, do the impression, Tommy. You can impersonate me. Do a
Okay.
Greedo impression, says another person.
Okay, hold on a second. Juggalo gave me permission. Hold on a second. Hey guys, how you doing there, Juggalo Vlogs? Whoop whoop! And oh my goodness!
that wasn't very good.
Well, I didn't get a chance to watch that video where he did that.
Oh, I see. It's complicated, as I understand. Tommy, a big, long-time fan wants to know if you'll ever do a fan hangout and support his fans.
Right now I do, the patron hangouts. I will do that soon again. I'll figure out a date and I'll pinpoint a time. I'll do that, and when I can, I'll do a fan hangout again at some point. I appreciate over this Christmas holiday. I had many fans contact me, and it makes my heart feel warm. Honestly, it really makes my heart go pitter patter, because knowing I have such awesome fans in different states and out there in the world makes me feel so wonderful inside.
You have an international following.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I said in one video, oh, tell me what state you live in. So if I ever travel, and then somebody said, apparently Tommy doesn't know he has an international following. And I said, oops, I didn't know that. I forgot.
Do you think Crystal's gonna ever be in a vlog?
Well, it just depends. I don't know. I tried meeting her last night. I dropped her Christmas gift off, and I still love her. I still love her as my friend. I still keep her in my heart, and hopefully someday we'll get involved again. I'll tell you a story. Hold on a second. I was basically in. I went out to Asheville to find her. I came to her house. She wasn't home, so I went into Asheville, and I went to the buffet, got me something to eat. I stopped by the mall, and then I walked back up to her house. And as I was getting there, I ran into her brother. I started talking to him. I said, "Have you seen Crystal around?" And next thing I know, she's pulling into the driveway, and she's pulling into the driveway, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, "It's Crystal." So I walked up to her, we talked, and the reason why I didn't vlog that situation because I didn't want to shove the camera in her face. Like, I just wanted to talk to her and find out what was going on. So it was just like one of those moments where you don't want to shove a camera in somebody's face. You just want to be cool with them, you want to chill with them, and have a conversation with them.
So how did it go? Did she slam her door?
No, she invited me in. We talked. We had a good conversation. We just
Did she invite you in for coffee?
No coffee. Just we hung out, talked, and had a good conversation. And we talked about the old days, and we talked about some other stuff, and that's basically it. And then I left her house, and I haven't heard from her since. So.
Did you say that was just last night, though?
What?
When was that happened?
I can't remember. It was a little bit ago.
Maybe it was just busy. Think about how busy you are, and multiply that by like 2 or 4, and that's probably how busy she is.
Yeah, I know. I just really don't want to discuss this here on the live broadcast.
All right. Here we got a comment here. It says, "Hey, it's me, Juggalo Vlogs again. This is a better love story than Twilight."
Well, actually, no. The story between me and Crystal is once there was a man that wasn't much on the internet, and he went to go for an internship. He walked inside this building, and he looked down at this lovely red-headed lady, and he instantly fell in love. She handed him a dish rag, and he went to go clean tables. And after that, he asked her for her phone number and said, "You single?" She said, "Yeah, I have a boyfriend. He's the dish guy." So, Tommy, for instance, this man fell in love, was madly in love with her, head over heels for this lady, for this woman that he had met. So, he got her phone number and called her, made a few called her and talked to her, had some conversations, got to hang out with her. And then suddenly one day, a dark force appeared over. An evil force, none other than one, would show up, and the woman that he fell in love with disappeared suddenly, where she vanquished into thin air. She disappeared. The dark side had taken her away from the man that had the young man that wanted her so badly. And then one day the lights came on. The lights came on. And Hollywood showed its face to the young man. And then one day he got a phone call from her. He talked to her. Please, no sound effects, please.
Let me stop the sound effects now.
Okay,
Ditch
they're
the
done.
effects.
They're too cheesy for this story,
Yes,
eh?
they are. They're too cheesy, and that's really...
I thought it really punctuated the story. It was a good...
It doesn't punctuate anything.
Oh, okay.
But... So, he got in contact with her again. He started having conversations with her. And then convinced her and said, "Hey, why don't we make this interesting? Why don't we make reviews together?" And then...
So wait, is this a movie plot, or is this a true story?
This is a true story. So, they blew up on the internet as the most iconic review crew in the world, reviewing movies from comedies to dramas. But then it slowly sank and disappeared. But the man's love never died. It still grows on and keeps going and going to this day. Even though his love is kind of hushed, he still keeps that silent love for her. He still keeps that friendship. His hand open with a friendship and love in one hand, and holds it in his heart. And
a
never
glove
lets go.
on the other.
And never let goes. Because the fact is, his devotion, his passion for her, is more than meets the eye.
Just a sec. Hey,
And now you know
that was really
the
deep.
rest of the story.
Tommy, that was really deep. Hey, let me play the applaud track. Very good, very deep, emotional. But do you ever think that that might be the reason why Crystal distanced herself from you?
What, because I kind of have a crush on her? Well, no.
I think there's a difference between kind of having a crush on her and like creating this romantic fairy tale about her, you know?
I was being creative, okay? I was just expressing from a regular version of just telling the story of me and Crystal to being creative. Can I not be
Good point.
creative?
No. In fact, I encourage it because there's not enough poets in our day. There's not enough, you know,
Another thing
thoughtful
I want to
people.
talk about is I'm going to put this out here. I've noticed a lot of the critical insults against me about my recent live stream. I just want to say I can't help it if I have weak
Oh, forget
Wi-Fi.
those. Don't even mention that, Tommy. It was a great live stream. The true fans really like it. Here,
Here's
I'll
the
go
thing.
for a
I
suggestion.
don't have all the accessories I need for the PlayStation 4. I want to get into getting things better, so it's going to be gaming with Tommy and C2010, and I want to
Tommy,
make that.
don't sell yourself short. You got everything you need to live stream. The only thing that would make it
Well,
really good is if you had a slightly better internet connection.
yes, it would,
My
and
internet
I don't know
connection
when
is
that's.
not that great for my PS4, guys. So, sorry, guys. That's why I'm not live streaming on my live streaming on PS4. I'm just not doing it. It's just I don't have the my connection is
Tommy,
not that great.
can I make a
Just a second.
suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
What's that?
Karaoke.
No karaoke. Sorry.
But wait, let me finish. Karaoke, the Star Spangled Banner, in honor of your necktie.
No,
Oh, say, can you say Donald
Okay, how about
Trump?
since this is a Star Wars themed episode. One second. Bump 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 bump. Da 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 da. Wait a minute, that's Darth Vader. My bad.
Yes,
That's the Imperial March.
but you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what though? I was thinking if I
How
ever
about the
did do
theme
an
song?
acapella of
Sing
Star
it
Wars,
again.
the main theme with the Imperial March. What do you think, Sam?
Say, Cam, what's your interpretation of it? You think you could do it better?
So, wait a minute, you asked me to sing this.
Great job. Excellent.
Sam, I noticed recently you have been streaming on
That's
YouTube.
just what I'm going to be doing, guys. An
I've been,
acapella version of Star Wars with Imperial March.
Take it away, second Cap. Yeah, no, I've been doing some streaming. Check it out. It's sporadic. It's never on a specific course, but it's always pretty good. What was the last one you watched, Tommy?
Did Tommy think was up when Luke Skywalker kissed his sister? What? I remember back when Episode 5 came out and Leia kissed him. You want to hear something funny though, Tommy? I seen a Brock sub version on Empire Strikes Back, and that moment where Leia kissed him with Luke, though, Luke is like, wow. And then Han just walks up being like, that's disgusting, kid, that's your sister. And he was like, you make me effing sick. He's like, what?
That'd be funny. Robot Chicken did this. It
Are you
was
gonna
like,
answer my question, Tommy?
Yeah,
What?
I would laugh, but that did happen.
Well, before Second Cap started going off about whatever he was talking about, I asked you what the most recent live stream that you watched was.
I can't remember. I just know that I've seen I'm not gonna say I didn't get a chance to watch it. I saw that you were streaming on your channel, and I was
right.
like, oh, he's playing that hockey game, as he told me.
Yeah, hockey game. It's fun. I recommend it.
I try to my best to watch everybody's videos. I just get busy doing stuff and making videos myself, so I go back and forth when I can to watch certain videos and get around the galaxy far, far away. And Again, I want to say thank you to all my supporters. Thank you to all my patrons. And I just want to say, I don't want to say like I treat my patrons different than my fans. I try to treat them as equal as I can, even though they are providing. I don't see any different than any other fan, honestly, and I treat them all with fair balance. And I'm honored to meet you, and it makes me feel good inside when I meet you. And you're okay. I'm gonna tell you a realistic thing about me. I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. I don't see myself as being awesome. I just see myself as a 25-year-old that lives home with his parents. I really don't see myself as being that cool. But other people are just like, ah, and I'm like, well, I'm glad somebody can feel positive about myself.
Yeah.
It's like
You should
punching
work
a
that into your
balloon with a
stand-up
knife.
routine.
Huh?
You should work that into your stand-up routine. That's
If
a
I
pretty
can ever
good.
get back to Asheville to do another stand-up,
Have you ever thought about walking there?
oh, it would take me all day, Sam, just to get out to Asheville. And the place I need to go to where the stand-up is, it's a lot farther into town than you think.
I see. It's deep in Asheville.
It is.
Hey,
It's
wait,
very...
wait. Some people want to know why you put the gloves on. Was it to enhance the look?
What?
Are they special gloves or?
I just felt like putting them on.
Oh,
I just thought
are they?
about...
They look like Spider-Man gloves.
No, I just felt like wearing these gloves because I felt like wearing them.
What type of gloves are they?
They're just work gloves. They're basically work gloves. Okay, hold on a second. Off on a different subject. DVD Lotto.
Hey, I saw you looking at it.
I wasn't looking at it. Did I already review this one?
Which one is it? Let's see.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah, you reviewed that one already.
Oops, just a second.
Go deeper into the library. Go deep. Oh, second shelf.
Okay, here's a good one. It's dodgeball.
Oh, I remember that one with
If you
the
could dodge a
Ben
ball,
Stiller.
if you could
Ben
dodge a
Stiller,
ball,
Ben
you could
Stone.
dodge a wrench. What? Ah! Well, okay, the movie was funny, but they carried that joke too far. If he was like, you could dodge a ball, you could dodge a wrench, and then they go into saying, oh, if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball, you could dodge a bus. If you could dodge this, you could dodge that. I'm like, okay, we understand.
Okay, you're overdoing it a little too much. Time to simmer it down a bit, people. Right?
In movies, there are certain times where they're just trying to fill in the training
Hey, you
sequence.
just chimed in on the chat. T-Rex.
Who?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, what's up, Tyrannosaurus Rex? How you doing there, girl? Go check out her
They
channel.
say, she says, do an impression of C-3PO. As I feel about you, I hope so. I secretly love you.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. That's a tiny little robot. Am I right?
That's
No,
the
see,
golden
hey.
one that almost looks human, Tommy. You know, sir, the one that talks like this.
Hello, sir. Hello, I'm a 3CPO, and I am Cyborg Relations. How can I fix you a coffee? Oh, yes. You could fix me a coffee, and I would love to sit back and enjoy some lovely TV and have an awesome time. And 3CPO, can you please dance for me? Why, kindly, sir, I'll dance for you. I'm a droid. That's what I do.
I think Tyrannosaurus Rex is
Okay, now I do like C-3PO, but R2-D2 is my favorite droid. I do.
Tommy,
They're pretty
Yes.
good together, but I always am a fan more towards R2-D2.
would you ever go on a date with T-Rex?
She has a, I know that she has...
Has a boyfriend. Well, what if she didn't have a boyfriend?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I don't know why you're asking me that question here live on broadcast. You know.
Well, one of the fans wanted to know. I think they might be a double fan.
Well, maybe. Like, it's, you know, someday maybe my situation might end up like Chris Perillo, because how Chris Perillo met Diana, if you remember, was Chris Perillo did a review and Diana searched up this review for the iPhone, and she found Chris, and they hooked up that way.
That was their true love. She's like, wow, the thing I use the most every day, my iPhone. This guy knows the ins and outs. He can fix it for me when it breaks.
You know, they have a lovely little daughter named Jedi, and she's so sweet. Like,
I thought you stopped watching the vlogs because of her.
Well, you mind not pointing that kind of stuff out, Sam? Thank you.
It's like walking in a landmine. You never know when you're going to step on one.
Well, you know, you do this on purpose. You know, you point out negative things sometimes, and I don't appreciate it.
See, if I was doing it on purpose, I would be saying these things to try and point out the negative things. I'm just asking you questions, man. Like, you know, just we're chilling, you know?
Okay, I feel like sometimes, Sam, you're just...
What?
Sometimes I feel like you're just trying to irk me on, and I just don't like being irked. And I'm not... Tommy Talks is not about me being screaming. That's why
I'm not an irker, man.
Yeah, well... You invited somebody else on the show that irked me a lot back in the day, and that was all me doing was screaming at that person every time they did something wrong.
But that's not nice, dude. If you screaming at people for doing things wrong isn't positive. When people do something wrong, you're supposed to smile and say, hey, you messed up, but that's okay. Let me give you a suggestion on how to not mess up.
Yes.
How was the cheer wine?
But,
Hello?
yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm just, it's a little bit hot in here. Light's hitting me right now. It's just a little bit hot.
Why don't you just take off your jacket?
I'm fine.
Because if you overheat, that's not good, dude. It can lead to dehydration.
Live on Tommy Talks, Tommy NC 2010 passes out from heat stroke.
I know. I'm sure people would pay to see that, but we don't want that to happen.
If that happened, I get like 10,000 likes. And it's like, oh, I wonder if Tommy died.
You could always do it as an experiment. You could just sit down, do a live show, drink a lot of liquor, pass out with a cock of pepperoni in your mouth, and see how many likes the video gets.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Sam. Sam, that's a good idea, but it's not good to tell that live on broadcast if I wanted to do something like that. But
oh, yeah. I guess I just ruined the surprise. Just wait a while. It'll blow over.
Hamza's calling me right now. Hold on a second.
Ask him to bring you your leopard necktie.
What?
See if he'll bring you the necktie, the new necktie that you got from the fan.
It. What's up, Hamza?
Hey, just returning your call, man.
Just want to let you know you're live on broadcast. You're on Tommy
on Tommy Talks.
I'm doing Tommy Talks right now.
That's right. This is a takeover.
Sclumbondi.
Hamza, what was your opinions on Star Wars last night?
You know, it was pretty good. They could have put like some, kryptonite into the movie, or maybe some, Lion King characters. Anything. Mix it with Superman. Mix it with the Lion King. Mix it with something.
Well, it is from Disney. Maybe we could have asked for Mickey Mouse.
That's cool with anybody. If you like Star Wars, you'll like the movie. But if you don't like Star Wars, you're not going to probably like the movie, unless you just really like it for what it is, which is just like, good action.
Tommy, ask him if he'll bring the recorder.
Epic movie. It's really great. But if you really don't like Star Wars, you might not like it.
Tommy.
But even if you don't like Star Wars, there's a chance you might like it.
Well, man, that's awesome. But, yeah,
Do you have the recorder?
What?
Do you have the recorder, the flute?
Hamza, Sam wants to know, do you have the recorder?
Yeah, that flute-looking thing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Why, Sam? Why do you want to know?
Well, I know Hamza's pretty musical. Has he tried it yet?
Have you tried, Hans? Have you tried the flute yet? Have you tried I mean, not the flute, but the recorder. Have you tried it yet?
No, I think the kids put it together though.
Oh, really? All right. Well, Hans, I'm gonna let you.
Are you gonna tell him?
Yeah, the kids.
Oh, he can hear me.
Yeah, he can hear you. You're right up to my speaker, my microphone, and.
Oh, well, fantastic. Hey, everybody on Tommy Talks. What's up?
There's Hamza. This is the guy that paid for my ticket last night and also does the Food Dude Review Crew with me.
Hamza, if you can hear me, you are awesome for giving
I
Tommy
taught you the word bandini.
Yes, he. Well, you told me the word, then I reformatted it.
Yes, you tried to hijack it. You're like one of those ISIL guys that hijacked the Islamic religion.
Hamza, dude, I am
Well,
nothing.
but it's the word bandini. You stole it and then you tried to form it into basically your mistress.
Don't mention radical Islamist groups on air.
Be free with the other word, Unjamadu.
What's going on? Why did you put the phone to your ass? You gonna fart into it?
Be around each other.
Did you just hang up on Hamza?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not very nice. Tommy, you're creating a lot of dead air here, man.
Okay, Hamza, I will catch you later, man. Okay, thank you for calling me. Bye.
Un schleppy.
Oh my god. Whatever.
That was pretty positive. Hamza's always a good addition to the show.
Yes, he is. He's a very positive guy. He helps out with a lot of.
Sega Cam?
Yes.
Have you ever made up a word before?
No.
Oh. That's too bad.
I used to make up sayings before on my old YouTube channel. One of them
Like
used
what?
to be I think one of them I used to have before was and every time someone dislikes my videos, or I don't know what it was, I think and every time someone doesn't like my videos, someone will get shot at. And by shot at, I mean you.
Well, guys, before I end the show tonight, I have a little song that I made up, and it goes like this.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Ham popsicle,
Come
it tastes real
on.
good.
Stop saying I
Stick it
should
in your
make a
mouth.
new word called
Ham popsicle. Don't worry, eat it hot or cold.
Wait,
Don't worry about your
what did you
chicken
say?
sandwich. It's a ham popsicle. Stick it in your
Someone
mouth.
said I did make a new word
Tastes real
called
good. Ham popsicle. Yum,
Called
yum,
what?
yum.
Hang on, I couldn't hear you for what Tommy's saying.
Wait a minute, I said I was going to sing a song, so basically you just wanted to talk over while I was singing the song?
No, everyone knows the Ham Popsicle song. It's a staple of the American songbook. But, I mean, look, Sayaka looks upset. Something's happened here.
I
happened,
never did
Sayaka?
learn a new word called people. I'm getting that out here now.
Well, where do you think they got that from?
A people?
Just
Hello?
Tommy.
What?
Amma.
What?
The word amma.
What?
Because I used to say that all the time in my videos, and it's like everybody now likes to make fun of me for saying that. Seriously, people,
Man.
stop. It's
That's
not funny.
very positive, man.
Well, folks, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Check out the Sega Camp Gamer, and also check out Mr. Rasmus.
Before we go, I just want to say, Mafia, the game, reminds me of The Godfather, which in turn kind of reminds me just a little bit, of 2001: A Space Odyssey. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did you ever play the Mafia game?
I played the Godfather game, yes.
Well, Mafia game is like a different one, but it's like GTA, but with the Godfather kind of deal.
Well,
And
Godfather was that too. It was like GTA also. You could drive around the city and cause chaos, and that was like basically Godfather game, and that also is such a ripoff of GTA because basically you're going around, you could steal cars and stuff like that, old-fashioned Model
I
T
think there was
car.
a game as well called Ellie Noir that came
Yeah.
out, and that was made by Rockstar, and they actually made them of the game very similar to they used the same kind of engine like GTA 4 when they made the game.
That was a pretty sweet game. It was a detective game. Very unique.
But instead that you're just playing a detective instead of trying to solve a murder mystery or something like that. I never did play it, so I don't know much
Oh,
about it.
you might like it, man.
And
It's pretty cool.
one thing I want to say tonight, after I end the show, if I'm into it, if I'm in the mood, I might do some streaming of some GTA 5
You
for
should.
my PlayStation 4.
I think
And
you should, man, because it seems like your internet's pretty good tonight, despite the
yeah,
little mishap earlier. But hey, but did you ever play the Scarface video game?
yes, I did. It's basically what happens when Scarface is not shot in the back and he lands in his pool and dies.
Yeah. No, I thought that game was pretty.
my little friend!
He basically turns around and he sees the gunman and he wastes them, and you have to be quick when that happens. Like, I played the game and I'm in that beginning scene when he blows open the door and you're shooting at people. Once you kill a bunch of people, you have to turn around really quickly and go brrr, and then you have to get out of the mansion, and then there's like a bunch of people chasing you. You lose your empire and you have to get everything back. I played the game, and somebody gave me I was playing on the PlayStation 2, and somebody gave me a memory card with the whole game finished, with all the cheats and everything. And what do? I deleted it accidentally.
Why'd you do that?
It was an accident. I hit delete.
Tommy, it says here, Juggalo Vlogs back again. Can you give Star Wars The Force Awakens a rating out of 5 stars?
I give it 100 out of 1,000.
100 out of 1,000, so that would be 10 out of 100, or 10%.
It was an amazing movie.
Tommy, that's a low rating. That's a 1 out of 10 rating.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
a plus.
100 out
I
of
give it 2
1,000.
thumbs up. Okay, just to say, I give it 2 thumbs up, and all 5 fingers, and all 10 toes.
You only have 5 fingers?
But as always, folks, I'm Tommy NC 2010. Thank you for watching Tommy Talks, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact.
Bunschlappy. Bunschlappy, everybody. Sleep tight tonight.